Hello guys, you're welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Designer Taiwo. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to draft this beautiful scallop neckline with a panel dress. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel. Thank you. Let's get started to the class. So I've gone ahead to draft some of the basics and I'll be explaining. I've gone ahead to draft the bustier line, the chest line, the bust point, the underbust, the half length, my hip line. That point and point is my hip line. So at this point I was just trying to adjust so that you guys can see well, and I went ahead to, from the hip line I came down by 1.5 inches. From the hip line, just come down by 1.5. By the time we are going on the class, you will know the reason why we came down by 1.5. So the next thing I went ahead is to measure my back. My back is 7 inch. I just went ahead to draw a straight line after marking the 7 inch. And for the neck width, I did 3 by 3. And for the neck depth, I did 3 inches for the neck depth. On the shoulder slope, I came down by 1.5. And at the chest, I went up by 3 inches and went in by 0.75 to draw my armhole. So the next thing I went ahead to do is the dart. For the dart, my dart is 3.5. I just went ahead to mark my 3.5 inches for the dart, and I did a straight line to that point down to my hip line. Can you see for that dart? So the next thing I will be working on is taking my darts. On the half length, I'll take 0.75 on each side. Can you see? Just watch the process and you get it. 0.75, and from the bust point I'll come down by 1 inch from the bust point. Then I'll take my ruler to mark a straight line down to the 0.75 I have taken. I hope you understand. Just go ahead and do yours. Then a straight line down to the hip line. Just go ahead and do a straight line down to the hip line. Watch the video and you get it. You surely get it. Then after I was done, I went ahead to draw the circumferences. My circumference is 9 inches plus half inches that I used to add. That is 36 divided by 4. You have 9 plus half inches. Just go ahead and add yours. And on the waist, I have 30 inches on the waist. 30 inches by 4, you have 7.5. Then just go ahead and add your dart intake of 1.5. So the next thing I'll be working on is the hip circumference. On the hip circumference, my hip is 39. 39 divided by 4, I have 9.75. So just go ahead to do that and draw your lines, connect everything together, and a straight line down to your gown length. For the gown length, you're not going to shape anything for the gown length. Just draw a straight line down to your hemline, because this is a panel dress. You don't have to shape anything. So for my bust dart, I came down by 2 inches because my front length is 17. 17 minus 15, which is the back length. I have 2 inches. So I went ahead to draw that for my bust dart. I did a straight line. Just go ahead and connect to your bust point for your bust dart. So the next thing I'll be working on is round underbust tightening. Just go ahead to tighten your underbust, which is my underbust. Round underbust is 28. 28 divided by 4, I have 7. Then whatever, mark your 7, whatever you have left, measure it. I have 2 inches left. Then I'll shade it between the dart leg. Just go ahead and mark 0.575. Then the remaining 1.25 inches, go ahead and mark it at the other dart leg. But at this place, when I was drafting, I used half inches, but please don't use half inches. Use 0.75. Then on the other dart leg, which is the side front dart leg, use 1.2 inches for your dart, or 1 inch is okay. It's fine for 1 inch. So the next thing I'll be working on is I'll just go ahead to draw a straight slanted curve to join the half length. Just watch the process of the way I'm doing it and you will get it right. Just to tighten our bust, our under bust. Can you see? Just go ahead to curve that part well. So after I was done with that, the next thing I'll be working on is my shoulder slope. For the shoulder slope, I just went ahead to divide it into 2. Divide your shoulder slope into 2 and draw a straight line to your bust point. Can you see? Just draw a straight line to your bust point. The reason why we divided our shoulder slope was because it's going to help for our over bust contouring. So the next thing I'll be working on is from the bust point, go up by 4 inches from the bust point. Can you see? And draw a straight line, mark a straight line to that point. We want to tighten I want to tighten my overbust at that point. So the next thing I'll be working on that straight line, mark 0.75 inch. By this, you have tightened your overbust and draw a straight slanted line to your bust point. Can you see what I did there? So the next thing now I'll be working on is showing my bust dart. I'll just go ahead to trim my bust dart. Please, if you want to cut that part into two, you can just go ahead and cut it so that you'll be able to close up your bust dart well. So this is me closing up my bust dart. Just follow the way I pick it up and close your bust dart. Then use your tracing wheel to trace that part up for you to draw another new line. By this, you are done with the trimming of your bust darts. Just go ahead and do it, and this is what I have after I was done. So the next thing is to close my bust darts with paper tape, but before then I'll just go ahead to separate my front pattern from my back pattern. So after separating my front pattern from my back pattern, I'll just go ahead and snatch the shoulder slope. Can you see? Just snatch that part for me to be able to close up my bust dart. Just go ahead and do that. So by the time I was done, I'll just go ahead to close up my bust dart with paper tape. Can you see? This is what I have. Can you see? So simple. Just go ahead and do yours. So the next thing I'll now be working on is extending my dart leg to my gown length. Just extend it to your gown length as I am doing. Can you see? Just go ahead and do that. So after I was done with that, the next thing I will be working on is the panel line. I'll just go ahead and draft my panel line, which is the side panel line, so I'll just go ahead and divide the hip line into two. Just do that first. From the dart leg, divide it into two. After I was done, I'll go ahead to divide the waist into two. Just go ahead and divide the waist into two. Can you see? From the dart leg, divide it into two, and I'll just connect it down a straight line down to the hip line that I have done. Can you see? Just go ahead and do that. So the next thing I'll be working on is on the armhole. You can either do it in two ways. You can either come in from the armhole, that point that I'm pointing at, by half inch if you want to, then draw a straight line to that point of the half length. Just draw a straight line to that point of the half length. But I will not be doing that. I'll just connect from the armhole itself. Can you see where I place my table? I'll connect from the armhole itself and draw a straight line down to the half length. Can you see? But it is optional. You can do it either ways. Can you see? So the next thing after I was done, the next thing I will be working on is from the waistline. I will draw another straight line down to the gown length. Can you see? Just draw a straight line down to the gown length, and after I was done doing that, I'll just go and work on the neck part. That's what I'll be working on now. I'll just be covering the neck part the way it is on the picture. So if you want to use your curving ruler, you can go ahead to use your curving ruler if you know how to do it. But for me, I'll be using my free hand at this point to curve it so that to be able to curve well. So just go ahead and curve yours the way you want it to be, but ensure you curve the neck part well so that it will balance well and it will not be bulgy. Can you see the way I am curving mine? Just follow the process. I am starting the curve from the chest line. Can you see? I am starting the curve from the chest line and connecting it to touch the dart. Can you see the way it is touching the dart? One of the darts there. Just go ahead and do yours. So by the time I was done covering the center front neckline, I just went ahead to curve the side front neckline also. Please just watch the process of the curving and curve yours the way I did mine. Can you see? I just went ahead to curve that part. Curve it the way you want yours to be. That's why I said if you can make use of your curving ruler, you can use that. But yeah, I'm just using my free hand so that it will come out well. Can you see the way I am just making sure that it touches the dart there, and connecting it to the armhole down to the chest line. Can you see? Down to the chest line also. Just go ahead and connect it like that. Can you see? Just watch the video and you get it. Can you see the way I'm connecting it down to the chest line? So from that point of the chest line where we stop, connect the last neckline also down to the side front chest line. Can you see? Just go ahead and curve that just curve it nicely and ensure you curve it to the extent that it will not gape. So at this point I was just trying to clean up that part so that I'll curve it well. So this is the process of drafting your scallop neckline. Can you see that it is very easy and simple? So by the time I was done with this, I just went ahead to reconnect my dart leg again. So from the waistline, I'll just draw a straight line down to that 1.5 inches. Can you see where I'm pointing? Just reconnect your dart again. And after I was done with that, at this point I was just trying to place my ruler well and to show you guys the way I reconnected it. Can you see from the waistline? And also just go ahead to do the other part also, which is the side front. Just can you see, just go ahead and do that and reconnect it. So after I was done, I just went ahead to draft the back panel, because this is all for the front, the scallop neckline. This is all for it, and I just went ahead to label the center front, the middle front, and the side front, and this is all for it. So I'll just go ahead to draft the back pattern now. So I've gone ahead to draft the back pattern, and I'll be explaining it now. I've gone ahead to draft the border line, the chest line, the back length, which is 15 inches for the back length, and the hip line. And from the hip line I came down by 1.5, just the way we did for the front. And for the gown length, we are not going to tighten anything. For the gown length, we are just going to shaping it like that, like the way it is. So the next thing is for the back, I went to mark 7 inches, and for the width of our neck 3 inches, and I came down by 1.5. On our shoulder slope I used 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and I divided the from the shoulder slope into 2, and I went in by half and create out my armhole. So the next thing is working on the circumferences. So for the circumferences, my bust is 36 divided by 4. I have 9 inches with the half inches allowance. Please do that. Please also remember to do your zipper bulge first. For the zipper bulge, I came in by 1 inch. That is where I'm starting my measurement for the circumferences. Then my waist is 28 divided by 4, which is 7 inches, and I meant I had to measure the upper hip also. So the next thing I'll work on is the dart. My dart is 3.5, so I just went ahead to mark 3.5, and I take out the dart intake of 0.75 each on each dart leg. But for this dart, we'll be cleaning it off because we are not going to use it. But I just did the dart so that you guys can understand. But we will clean it off and divide the waistline into 3 places. So after cleaning it off, this is me cleaning it off, I'll just go ahead and divide the waistline into 3 places. Just go ahead and do that. So after dividing the waistline into 3 places, you just go ahead to draw a straight line after dividing it into 3 places. So this is me trying to divide mine into 3 places, and just go ahead to mark where you have divided. All right, I hope you guys understand, and draw a straight line. So I'll draw the straight line down to the gown length. Just go ahead and draw your straight line down to your gown length, at the point of which you have marked. Can you see? So after I was done with this, I'll go ahead to share my dart leg, which is that 1.5. So before sharing my dart leg, on my chest line, can you see, I'll come down by 1 inch on the chest line and draw a straight slanted line to the armhole side, which is the side back. Just watch the way I did it. I just draw a straight slanted line to that point. So after I was done, I will just go ahead to share the dart now. So on the style lines, which is the straight lines which I have marked, I'll go ahead and share the 1.5 inches dart, which is 1.5 divided by 4. I have 0.37. So I'll just go ahead and mark 0.3 on each of the dart leg. That is what I am doing now. Just go ahead and share it. So after marking the points where I'll be sharing the dart leg, on the chest line, I just went up by 1 inch to create a straight line down to the 0.3 inch mark. I just hope you understand. Just draw a straight line down to the 0.3 inch mark. Can you see what I did? Just go ahead and do yours. And the next thing, from that point I'll just draw a straight line down to the 1.5 inch mark. I just hope you guys understand. Just draw a straight line down to the 1.5 inch mark and connect. By this we are trying to create the panels, the panel dress. Can you see? And this is what you are going to do to have your panel. So just watch the process of what I did. So after doing this, the next thing I'll be working on is zipper bulge. From that point of the 1 inch I went in with, can you see where I pointed? Just reconnect the zipper bulge to that 1.5 we came down with. Can you see where I am doing? Just watch the video and get it. Reconnect your dart because it is very necessary to do that. So after I was done with that, this is what I have. At this point I was just trying to label my side back, my middle back, and my center back, and this is what I have. And the next thing I'll go ahead to work on is the neck, the scallop neckline. So I just want you to watch the process of the scallop neckline. Just try and curve it. Pick one of the dart leg. Can you see where I pick one of the dart leg and draw your scallop neckline like the way I am doing? Can you see? Just try and curve it nicely. So after I was done with the first curve, I just went ahead to do the second curve, picking one of the dart leg, picking the dart leg. Can you see? Just go ahead and curve it. Follow what I am doing and you get it right. At this point I was just trying to clean up so that I can curve it well. Please note, let your curve touches that 1 inch slanted line we came down with from the chest line. Let it touch it. So by the time I was done, this is what it looks like by the time I was done curving the scallop neckline, the three of them, and this is what I have here with me. So after I was done, I'll just go ahead and cut this out. I will be cutting the back first before cutting the front. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. Please watch the process of the cutting the back and the front. So after I was done cutting, I just went ahead to take another paper for the spread and snatch. If you notice, the gown is kind of a shape, in form of a shape. Then I'll be working on the front panel first. For the front panel, you just spread the middle front and the side front. You will not spread the center front. Can you see? That's why I took that up so that you can see. And from the half length, starting from the half length, please note, you just go ahead and spread it. But before then, I'll just go ahead and tape this down. So after taping it down, what you do next is from the half length, you'll be spreading from the half length. Please, your spreading totally depends on you. You can just spread it the way you feel it is okay for you. Then before then, on the M line, I'll be spreading by 1.5. Can you see on the M line? Just go ahead and spread that. Can you see? I just spread by 1.5 on the M line. Can you see? We just follow the process of where I am placing my tape rule and you get it. So from that half length, I'll just draw a straight slanted line to that 1.5 mark that I have done. Can you see? Follow the video well on how I did the spread and snatch so that you guys can understand. So I just did a straight line to that point of the 1.5. Can you see? And I did a straight line to connect each of them together well. Can you see what I am doing? Please just watch the process and you get it. And the other for the side front also, yes. So I just did a straight line down to the 1.5 inch mark that I have done. I just hope you guys understand. Just follow it, just follow this video and you surely get it. So after I was done, the next thing I will be working on is from the 1.5 inch mark. Please note I'm working on the middle front now. From the 1.5 inch mark, after the hip line, I will just mark on them line. I'll just mark 1.5 for the spreading, and from that 1.5 inch mark I will just draw a straight line, just the way we have done for the others. Can you see? That's why I said watch this video closely and you get it. So the next thing, I just went ahead to connect it down to the M line. Can you see? I just went ahead to connect it straight. So at this point I was just trying to reshape it well. Please, I just hope you guys understand. Watch this video and you surely get it. So this is all for the spreading, and note we are not working on the center front. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. That is why I said your spreading totally depends on what you want. This is just a sample on how you can go about your spreading. If you want to start below the hip, it's fine. From that 1.5, if you want to start on the hip line, it's fine. If you want to start below the hip, it's fine. So the spreading totally depends on you. So this is me cutting it now. I begin to So after I was done spreading the back front pattern, I'll move ahead to the back pattern. Just repeat the same process of the front pattern to the back pattern also. There's no difference. Just repeat the process, and by the time I'm done, I'll show you guys. Just repeat the process. The side center back also does not require spreading. I hope you get that. The center back also does not require spreading. Just repeat what you have done on the front pattern to the back pattern. You're mine for sure. Yeah. Ooh, you're mine for sure. So after I was done with the back spreading, this is what I have for the back, and this is the front also. I'm just trying to lay everything together so that you can see the front and the back, and this is what we have here. Please, when you are transferring to your fabric, you just each of the pattern on your fabric, cut 2 for your fabric. Your fabric will be 2 for each of the pattern. I hope you guys understand. That is what you will do. You will be cutting out. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and also please do well to subscribe, share and like if you find this tutorial helpful. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.